Hey there and welcome. It's Anonymous T. Hope you guys are having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending good energy, sending good blessings and positivity to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we have a scandal to talk about, you guys, involving none other than Jay-Z, Jehovah, Jigga, Sean Carter, Mr. Carter, all of the things, H to the Izzo, you guys, because we've got some drama to get to, you guys. So Jay-Z, if you've been living under a rock, you guys, has been, all of a sudden, has popped up for a couple of performances. He's performing everywhere except for the Black Awards, except for the 50 years of hip-hop celebrations that had been taking place. He's nowhere to be found for any of that, but he had time to perform at Tom Brady's Hall of Fame celebration for the New England Patriots, in which the crowd was completely clueless on what Jay-Z was performing. Everybody was looking around like WTH, WTF, and all of the things. Everybody except for Tom Brady knew, like, that had no clue what was going on, right? And so then Jay-Z had made a surprise appearance, you guys, last night at the Tony Awards, except for there is controversy with that as well, because number one, he was performing from the lobby, you guys. Like, was never on the stage in any capacity, and at one point Alicia Keys had to go locate him, right? But now it comes out today that the whole performance in itself was pre-taped, you guys. So let's talk about it. So this is from the Associated Press. It says that cool Tony Awards moment when Jay-Z joined Alicia Keys. Turned out it wasn't live. Jay-Z's electrifying reunion with Alicia Keys on what appeared to be a live duet of Empire State of Mind at the Tony Awards was actually pre-taped. A show official who wasn't authorized to speak publicly told the Associated Press the appearance of the rapper in support of Keys' musical Hell's Kitchen led to a boost of excitement inside the arena, but it now appears it was a piece of Hollywood trickery, undercutting the Broadway community's full-throated embrace of live singing and dancing. A representative from Jay-Z's Rock Nation and a producer at White Cherry Entertainment did not return messages when seeking clarification on what happened Sunday night. A senior publicist for the telecast also didn't return any requests for comment on Monday. Hell's Kitchen, which won 2 awards Sunday night for star Malia Joy Moon and Keisha Lewis, who plays her mentor, is loosely based on Keys' years growing up in that Manhattan neighborhood and contains old hits and new songs from the singer-songwriter. Keys is a producer but doesn't appear in the show. The show ends with a rousing rendition of Empire State of Mind. Each Best New Musical nominee at the Tony Awards gets a slot performing, and Hell's Kitchen was first, with the cast playing a medley of songs, including her hit, Fallen, from the show, you guys. What a mess. What a mess, you guys. What an epic fail. So who was in the audience at the time, if this was like pre-taped, or was that really audience members? They were there for the, pre-taped version of the awards that they hand out early. But this is a hot mess, you guys, because some people now are speculating that because of the Diddy situation and because of the rumors for the past few months that the Carters allegedly are really on the run for real, that this could be the beginnings of them trying to phase out Jay-Z with him performing at the lobby. That perhaps this could be a sign that, hey, you're not the dominant figure anymore. Here's the thing. I don't care where Jay-Z performed, if it was in the lobby or on the stage. The fact that this was pre-tape and the fact that Jay-Z's representatives and none of the production people want to return any comments, basically tried to trick the audience into thinking this was something live, is completely and utterly abysmal, number one, right? Number two, Jay-Z has to answer. He's in a lot of controversy right now because of the rumors that he's trying to defund, schools in Philadelphia that we have to talk about in a separate video. He's already under fire for, again, participating in the Tony's performance, participating in Tom Brady's Hall of Fame ceremony that nobody but Tom Brady actually knew the words to the song and actually knew anything Jay-Z was rapping about, but ignores the Black community, you guys. Ignores the 50 years of hip-hop celebration. As you know, the Grammys had a big celebration. As you know, New York and Atlanta, all these places had different celebrations for 50 years of hip-hop, you guys. And Jay-Z, who is a New York native, is nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found in any capacity, right? And he appears that he can still rap, so he's not incapable of rapping. That appears to be clear. But I'm trying to figure out this motivation of why he had to perform in the lobby. If number one, this is pre-taped, he wasn't allowed to be around the audience. Is this like the beginning, like I said, is this the beginning of a phase out of Jay-Z making an appearance but not really? Because, like I said, of the rumors that the Carters are on the run or are trying to keep low profiles ahead of all of this Diddy stuff, because as you guys know, unless you want to live under a rock, unless you want to pretend to be clueless, right? Diddy and Jay-Z are really good friends, right? And, oh, by the way, Alicia Keys and Swiss Beats were also at all these parties with Diddy and Jay-Z and his wife, right? So look at the pictures, look at the receipts, it's there, right? So nonetheless, naturally you would think somebody who was close friends at one point with R. Kelly and did a album together, I believe 2 albums, but the first one was more notable, went on tour together, and also is very good friends with Diddy, has been at several parties with Diddy over the years, has done a lot with Diddy over the years. Diddy's been at Jay-Z's Rock Nation brunches. Jay-Z's been at several events for Diddy. You cannot turn a blind eye that Jay-Z was completely clueless to any of the tomfoolery that Diddy is being accused of, right? So it is going to be interesting as this year unfolds, in particular the fall and winter, on how things are going to unfold, on whether or not Jay-Z's name is going to come up for any of this. But it was awkward in seeing him perform in the lobby and not even physically being inside of the room and being physically inside of where the Tony Awards was actually being held with the actual viewing audience, is giving that they're trying to, sort of phase Jay-Z out in a way, right? Phase him out, but still, like, you're going to see him in spot appearances, right? But not to get attached, because for all intents and purposes, he could allegedly be next to be taken down, right? Because the Me Too movement has finally hit the black music industry, right? Because we have the Dream lawsuit, which we didn't even talk about yet, because through some of the documents, you guys, it's just disturbing. But I want to talk about it because the Dream has continued to work with Beyonce. They've done, like, I think, nearly 20 songs together. And nobody's talking about that, right? Nobody's talking about how Beyonce and her team, when the Me Too movement initially came out, how she was gutting her team. She came out and said she was gutting her team and was doing a full investigation on anybody that has had any type of, DV, any type of ASSAULT, that they were all going to be removed from her team. And that she was not going to work with them in any capacity, except for the Dream is very much immersed in the Carters, allegedly, you guys. So that is very interesting that he was able to withstand all of this. And again, these people who were all close to Jay-Z and who were all A-listers at one point in time are now going down one by one, and Jay-Z still is coming out unscathed as of now. It doesn't make any sense, you guys. It doesn't make any sense at all as to how all of these things are happening, how you were a part of all these events with all these other people. You spent all this close time on and off camera with these same people, but yet your card has not come up yet, right? Allegedly, right? Or you're completely clueless, you're completely innocent. No. Here's the thing, birds of a feather flock together as far as I'm concerned, right? And if you're going to willingly continue to hang out with R. Kelly after the height of the first official sex tape that came out, and do music with him and do a tour with him after the first release of the sex tape, tells me everything I need to know about you, right? That you didn't care, right? And again, like I said, up until recently, you've been thick as thieves with Diddy. It's only once these allegations started to come forth that you distance yourself. And you and your wife were hiding out in Japan for the better part of this year, right? and trying to be on the run just in case, right? But it's very suspicious, the timing of all of this, and if it was pre-taped, why did you have to perform in the lobby? Nobody is talking about this. Why did Jay-Z perform in the lobby? If this was pre-taped, if this was before even the major awards and everything else was handed out, why was he not allowed to be inside the venue? And only the dancers were there, and it kind of looked like with manipulation that Alicia Keys was in two places at once. But you know what would have enhanced the performance, because it's getting mixed reviews, is if they brought in Little Mama, you guys. And since Jay-Z was out in the lobby anyways, and nowhere in the venue, Little Mama literally could have been on stage with the dancers. Like, as far as I'm concerned, right? But Little Mama ended up trending because a lot of people were like, "Oh, we like the performance, but it's kind of missing a little something," and they, kept referencing Little Mama. But again, because a lot of people were confused, they were like, "Why is Jay-Z and Alicia Keys performing this old song at the Tonys when there's new things to celebrate?" But a lot of people didn't know about the Hell's Kitchen Broadway play, right? So they didn't know that this song was being featured, and as a result has had a resurgence of streams and sales and all of the things. I believe it's now up to like 1 billion. It's like it hit some type of record with their sales and everything else for the song, in part and due to the success of this Broadway show. So nonetheless, they decided to do this surprise performance for the Tonys, except for it was also pre-taped and Jay-Z was out in the lobby, you guys. A-lister Jay-Z, billionaire Jay-Z, out of the venue, out of the main stage, you guys, and in the lobby. Can somebody make it make sense to me? So there is that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.